It's debate day in America.
Don't interrupt Joe Biden.
Don't take the bait. Don't look like a bully.
Don't get angry.
Portray normalness.
A physical or verbal stumble, him forgetting something.
Any of his kind of freezing moments.
Stay alert, to stay engaged.
This cannot be real life. It just can't.
Trump fancied himself the king of debates, but Jon Stewart knocked him off his throne. Stewart tore into Trump's debate performance like a hungry dog with a juicy steak, exposing lies left and right. You won't believe the zingers Stewart unleashed on our stable genius former president. Trump's tower of tall tales from that debate was like a game of liars bingo. And boy, did he hit the jackpot. Remember when Trump claimed he had the greatest economy in the history of our country?
We had the greatest economy in the history of our country.
Well, turns out that's about as true as a $3 bill.
The stock market actually was higher than pre-COVID.
Sure, the economy saw some growth during his time. But the best ever? Come on, Donald. Even your hair is more believable than that. And what about his COVID-19 claims? Trump had the nerve to say everything was rocking good. But the thing we never got the credit for, and we should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess.
But the thing we never got the credit for, and we should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess.
Excuse me? Getting us out of the mess? That's like setting a house on fire and then bragging about calling 911. The U.S. had some of the highest infection and death rates globally during his watch. But hold on, there's more! Trump's claims about veterans were so off the mark, they needed a compass to find reality. He boldly declared, "Seriously, Donald, firing key VA officials and stirring up privatization controversies hardly amounts to rolling out the red carpet for our vets." Now, let's hear Jon Stewart's take on all this. In his usual style, Stewart didn't mince words.
Just so we're all clear, everything that Donald Trump said in that clip is a lie. Blatant and full. And we were tight on time putting this all together. There's plenty more.
Ouch. That sting is harder than a bad spray tan in the Florida sun. It's like Trump's debate prep involved reading fairy tales and presenting them as facts. The economy? A fairy tale. COVID response? Pure fiction. Veteran care? A tall tale that would make Paul Bunyan blush. It's almost impressive how Trump manages to say so much without saying anything true. It's like he earned a PhD in BS from Trump University. Oh, wait, wasn't that shut down too? But here's the real punchline, folks. While Trump was spinning these yarns, we lived in a stark reality. An economy is struggling, COVID-19 is hitting us hard, and our veterans deserve far better. Trump's debate performance? It was more fibs than a kid caught with their hand in the cookie jar. No wonder Jon Stewart had a field day with this material. What's a comedian to do when the jokes practically write themselves but deliver the punchlines? Trump's debate antics were a comedic goldmine, and Jon Stewart struck comedy pay dirt. The former Daily Show host didn't just fact-check Trump, he roasted him like a Thanksgiving turkey. Stewart's style? A razor-sharp blend of sarcasm and biting humor. He didn't just highlight Trump's lies, he turned them into punchlines that hit harder than Mike Tyson in his prime. Let's break down Trump's claim about the COVID response. Stewart didn't hold back. Everything was going great. But what we never got credit for, and should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess. Yeah, I should get credit for putting out the fire I started in my kitchen. Makes perfect sense, right? But Stewart wasn't finished. He took a jab at Trump's, romantic entanglements.
I didn't have sex with a porn star.
When Trump denied his affair with a porn star, Stewart quipped, "I didn't have sex with a porn star. She was a porn character actor at best." Well, that clears everything up. Thanks for the clarification, Donald. Stewart's satire is like a sniper rifle. Precise, deadly, and leaving no survivors. He summed up Trump's debate performance with a brutal one-liner. That's going to leave a mark. But it's not all jokes for Stewart. He knows when to drop the humor and deliver harsh truths. Like when he boldly stated, "No laughs there, just a stark accusation that cuts deep." Stewart didn't stop at criticizing Trump's words. He also aimed for the debate format itself, questioning.
Each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer a question and 1 minute each for responses and rebuttals.
What can you do in 2 minutes? I can't even articulate what's wrong with your entire setup to this debate. An ad break to watch a Hulu show is 3 minutes. What can you do in 2 minutes? But all right.
Who came up with these absurd rules? And why would anyone agree to them? Good questions, John. Perhaps the same people who thought letting Trump run for president again was a good idea? The comedian didn't hold back on Trump's physical abilities either. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
I just won 2 club championships, not even senior. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
Does not appear to have passed the asshole test.
It seems Trump's golf game is as lackluster as his presidency. Stewart's commentary is so spot on that it almost distracts from how bleak the whole situation is. Almost. As he bluntly puts it, I could sure bleep use some recreational ones right now because this cannot be real life. Amen to that, John. Pass the stress relief, would you? So, we've had our laughs at Trump's expense, but Stewart's critique goes deeper than just zingers and punchlines. Behind his razor-sharp wit is a man deeply concerned about our country's state. And let me tell you, when Stewart gets serious, even the class clowns sit up and take notice. Stewart isn't just here to entertain. He mixes humor with profound political insight that can turn heads. One moment, he's cracking jokes. The next, he's hitting you with facts that challenge everything you thought you knew about politics. Take his comments on Trump's treatment of veterans, for instance. Stewart doesn't just mock Trump's falsehoods. He goes straight for the jugular, stating, he doesn't care about our veterans. He doesn't care. He doesn't like the military at all. Probably the worst administration in history. The worst presidency in the history of our country. Ouch. That's not just a jab, it's a knockout blow. But Stewart doesn't stop there. He follows up with some hard truths about our obligations to veterans.
Told me, said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser.
Shit just got real.
First of all, that was a made-up quote.
Now that's backing up words with action.
A quote, which I think in Trump land means, that's a real quote.
And when the debate moderator tried to change the subject,
Let's move to the topic of foreign policy.
Stewart didn't have it. He charged like a bull in a china shop, declaring, wait, what? Move on? No, we don't move. Stay on that topic, not move on to, no, don't go moving on. Who came up with these ridiculous rules? And why would any of these people agree to them? That's classic Stewart. He refuses to let vital issues be brushed aside. Now you might be wondering, but aren't there plenty of other political commentators out there doing the same thing? Well, not quite. What sets Stewart apart is his relentless focus on accountability. He's not satisfied with merely pointing fingers and shouting, liar, liar, pants on fire. No, he demands answers and isn't afraid to call out BS when he sees it. Consider his sarcastic jab about the debates. Guess what, everybody? They should be taking whatever magical drugs can kick their brains into gear because this isn't Olympic swimming.
After watching tonight's debate, both of these men should be using performance-enhancing drugs.
It's not just humor. It's a challenge for our leaders to step up and take their responsibilities seriously. Sure, Stewart's hilarious. He'll have you laughing until your sides ache, but don't let the humor deceive you. He's also deeply serious, capable of provoking thought, stirring anger, and perhaps even motivating action. In Stewart's world, laughing at the absurdity isn't enough. Sometimes you must get angry, get serious, and demand better from those in power. Let's face it, Trump isn't exactly at his political peak these days. He's dealing with more legal issues than a shoplifter at a mall cop convention. So when Stewart starts picking apart Trump's debate performance, it's not just funny. It's like adding fuel to an already blazing fire. And there you have it, folks. Jon Stewart's razor-sharp critique of Trump's debate performance leaves us with plenty to ponder. From comedic zingers to hard-hitting truths, Stewart didn't hold back. What did you think of Stewart's takedown? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more insightful commentary on today's political landscape. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.